today we're unraveling the stories of 12 luxury fashion brands. From iconic heritage labels to contemporary disruptors, we'll explore their rise, their pivotal shifts in creative leadership, and their approach to quality and design, and how these changes have influenced their connection with consumers. We'll break down why these brands are no longer the must-haves they once were. First up, we have Burberry. Burberry is a luxury brand that was founded in 1856 and once stood for British sophistication. Known for its timeless trench coats and iconic check pattern, Burberry built its legacy on exclusivity. But by the late 2000s, the brand was facing a major identity crisis. The signature check became ubiquitous in mass markets, diminishing its luxury cachet. It also became a staple in outlets and discount racks. Burberry tried to reinvent itself under Riccardo Tisci, who was appointed in 2018, but his streetwear-inspired collections didn't land as well as hoped. In fact, Burberry's revenue saw a 22% decline in sales under new CEO Joshua Schulman, who joined in July 2024. Burberry has returned to its roots by emphasizing iconic items like trenches, coats, and scarves. They have also adjusted their pricing strategy to offer tiered price points in an attempt to make luxury more accessible without compromising exclusivity. The brand is also diversifying its product range, including collaborations with designers and the introduction of beauty and homeware lines, aiming to attract a wider customer base. Through these multifaceted efforts, Burberry seeks to rejuvenate its brand's image, enhance customer experience, and drive sustainable growth in a competitive luxury market. Next, we have Gucci. Gucci's renaissance under Alessandro Michele from 2015 to 2022 was nothing short of revolutionary. Michele's eclectic and maximalist designs turned Gucci into one of the most desired luxury brands in the world, particularly amongst younger audiences. However, when Michele left in 2022, Gucci struggled to maintain its momentum. Under new creative direction, Gucci sales dropped in 2024 after years of explosive growth. In 2022, Gucci reached a historic high in revenue of $10.9 billion, but by 2024, sales had plunged to $8 billion, representing a 21% drop. In an attempt to recapture the market, Gucci is actively engaging customers through innovative digital strategies, including immersive and augmented reality experiences that blend online and offline shopping. The brand is collaborating with artists and influencers to create unique limited edition collections in an attempt to expand its appeal to diverse audiences. Gucci has also committed to sustainability through partnerships promoting second-hand fashion, such as its collaboration with The RealReal. Additionally, the brand has invested in experimental retail environments, offering immersive in-store experiences that foster deeper customer connections. While the brand continues to be one of the top luxury players, the lack of cohesive direction is hurting its ability to attract and retain customers, especially Gen Z. Next, Michael Kors. Michael Kors built an empire on accessible luxury with its iconic handbags and jet-set lifestyle appeal. However, this overexposure has come back to haunt the brand. When Kors flooded the market with its products, especially through outlet stores, the brand's exclusivity quickly faded. In 2024, Michael Kors' parent company Capri Holdings reported a 10% decline in revenue, with sales falling to $4.1 billion. This marks a dramatic drop from their peak in 2016 when Michael Kors was bringing in over $5 billion annually. They have actively implemented several strategies to attract customers and rejuvenate its brand presence. The company has adjusted its pricing strategy, including more accessible price points and expanding distribution channels, including launching an official Amazon storefront with handbags priced between $59 and $400. The brand has embraced artificial intelligence to personalize shopping experiences, optimize inventory management, and enhance customer service, aiming to improve overall customer satisfaction. They have also been focusing on influencer partnerships and targeted advertising to expand their reach and connect with a broader audience. However, so far they've been unable to shift the minds of consumers who are no longer seeing the brand as a luxury item, but rather a mid-market player. So next up is Versace. Versace was the epitome of glamour in the 90s, with its bold designs and larger-than-life approach to luxury. But after the tragic death of Gianni Versace, Donatella Donatella Versace took the reins and continued to push the brand's flashy, sex-driven aesthetic. However, the brand began to feel stale in the 2020s, and despite some high-profile collaborations, Versace began to show signs of slowing down. In 2024, Versace's revenue dropped by 8%, falling from €1.4 billion in 2022 to €1.3 billion. The loss of creative director Donatella Versace in 2025 and the appointment of Dario Vitali from Miu Miu has raised new questions about Versace's future. The brand now faces tough competition from more understated luxury houses like LVMH and Kering. In an attempt to re-engage customers and revitalize the brand, Prada Group's recent €1.25 billion acquisition aims to rejuvenate Versace with a focus on sustainable growth, maintaining its bold identity while refining its creative direction. The brand is investing in experimental marketing, offering immersive in-store experiences and collaborating with influencers to attract younger audiences, aiming to blend its glamorous heritage with contemporary trends. Next is Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss was once synonymous with sharp tailoring, particularly known for its menswear, but over the last decade, the brand's shift to casual wear and streetwear left its loyal base of customers feeling confused about its identity. Hugo Boss's attempt to pivot towards a more lifestyle brand hasn't exactly worked. Hugo Boss experienced a net profit decline of 17% between 2022 and 2024, despite a 3% increase in sales. Hugo Boss has failed to recapture its fashion-forward audience, leaving the brand stagnant. Next up is Fendi. Fendi once ruled the luxury fashion world with its iconic bags like the baguette. Kim Jones, who joined Fendi in 2020, brought a fresh energy to the brand, blending streetwear with high fashion. However, after Jones' departure in 2024, the brand's future seems uncertain. Since Ramon Ros took over as CEO, Fendi has seen a slight dip in consumer enthusiasm. They have expanded their online presence, introducing e-commerce platforms in key markets like the USA and Japan, and integrating online and in-store shopping experiences to better serve customers. They have also invested in a state-of-the-art sustainable leather factory in Florence, which underscores its commitment to quality and craftsmanship, aiming to increase in-house production and strengthen its heritage. These initiatives collectively demonstrate Fendi's dedication to recapturing and expanding its customer base through innovation, sustainability, and personalized engagement. However, despite its efforts to stay fresh, Fendi's new direction hasn't fully resonated with the younger customer base. How this relationship develops in the future will be interesting to see. Next up, we have Valentino. Valentino was known for creating some of the most romantic, elegant gowns in modern fashion. Under the creative direction of Per Paolo, Valentino was adored by celebrities and consumers alike. But in 2024, Per Paolo left the brand and Alessandro Michele, formerly of Gucci, took over. Despite Michele's impressive background, Valentino has seen a dip in sales, and the shift in design philosophy has confused longtime Valentino fans. The brand is struggling to connect with its once loyal customer base. Balmain under Olivia Rousting captured the power of social media and the celebrity-driven fashion movement. Rousting's collaborations with the Kardashians and other influencers brought Balmain into the mainstream, but now the hype has begun to fade. Balmain's net sales decreased between 2022 and 2024, and as the brand shifts towards more minimalist designs, it struggles to regain the traction it once had. Customers who were initially attracted to its boldness are now turning to brands with a more understated luxury ethos. Next is D Squared. D Squared, once known for its bold, edgy designs, found a niche among high fashion enthusiasts who craved rebellion in their wardrobes. However, with the growing demand for minimalist, understated styles, D Squared's loud approach has started to feel out of place. D Squared's sales have dropped, and the brand has failed to adapt to the quieter luxury trend, and its bold designs alienating younger buyers who now prefer brands like Celine and Bottega Veneta. Next up, we have Ferragamo. Salvatore Ferragamo built its reputation on luxury footwear and craftsmanship. but the brand has struggled to update its image for modern consumers. Recent creative changes have failed to reinvigorate the brand, and Ferragamo's revenue dropped by 10% in 2024. Despite its rich history, Ferragamo's lack of bold reinvention has left it trailing behind other Italian powerhouses like Prada and Gucci. Christian Louboutin, the renowned French luxury footwear brand, has faced challenges in maintaining customer interest in recent years. Several factors have contributed to its decline. A major shift in customer preferences towards comfort-focused footwear has reduced demand for the brand's iconic high heels. Economic pressures, including rising raw material costs and global pricing concerns, teamed with overexposure from frequent collaborations and special releases, have also seemed to have diluted the brand's exclusivity, weakening its appeal in an increasingly competitive luxury market. I have also been seeing more Christian Louboutin shoes in outlets and in special private sales. It seems that these once coveted heels have definitely become more attainable, reducing its exclusivity and brand appeal. Loewe, known for its artful leather goods and collaborations with artists, has also seen its sales flatten in recent years. Despite Jonathan Anderson's attempt to push the brand's creative envelope, Loewe's niche aesthetic hasn't been widely embraced by luxury consumers in 2025. It seems as though there is a slight disconnect between the aesthetic that Loewe would like to push and what their customers actually want. Although of all the brands on this list, I would say that Loewe has done a better job at maintaining a good relationship with its customers, and I don't think they've completely alienated their customer base in the ways that some other brands like Gucci have. So what do you think is going on with these brands, and why do you think that they are no longer connecting with their customers in the way that they have in the past?